Here is how SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation conquers your 7 key engineering challenges using concurrent CFD. With traditional CFD tools, a highly skilled CFD analyst can take many man-hours to understand the complexities of fluid flow behaviors surrounding a design. But SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation has built-in technology that enables product engineers to access technical insight into flow recirculation, dead zones, and aerodynamic behavior with internal and external flow capabilities. With powerful simulation capabilities, as well as best-in-class post-processing tools, product engineers can see the invisible and animate the fluid flow path, isolate areas with critical parameters such as high velocity or pressure, and identify design flaws earlier. This pain-free guided process ensures that you can spend more time exploring innovative design ideas for better products. The mixing of liquids or gases can pose more questions than answers for a product engineer. Fluids combine through a complex series of physical processes that may include multiple species transport and multiple fluid zones for products where different liquids mix together from several system inlets. Conjugated heat transfer with conduction, convection, and radiation. Multiple inlets and/or outlets with various material concentrations. By using the concurrent CFD software in SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation, any product engineer can perform these tasks virtually, so they can investigate and better understand the reason for a particular concentration distribution by simulating the fluid flow in 3 dimensions. For systems where fluid is flowing inside the product, pressure drop is a key characteristic to understand. Traditionally, pressure drop could be measured only by experience or estimated with expensive and time-consuming physical testing. SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation gives product engineers the power to accurately analyze complex systems as well as component pressures to ensure reliability before products are finalized or sent for physical prototyping. Pressure-related parameters can then be explored using what-if scenarios over a wide range of flow regimes, from creeping flow to transonic and supersonic flow within engineering timescales. Thermal effects in engineering are often determined by a series of complex physical processes such as heat conduction, heat convection, conjugated heat transfer between fluids, surrounding solid materials, and radiation. Coupled with complex real-world geometries, the need for accurate CFD prediction is critical to ensure product performance and can be extremely difficult to estimate or calculate by hand. SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation identifies hotspots, quantifies thermal efficiency, and ensures uniform heat distribution for heat transfer devices, such as ovens, heat exchangers, as well as electronic cooling mechanisms. All done concurrent with your product development process and without the hassle of dirty geometry and mesh generation of traditional CFD tools. Accurate force prediction is essential for effective designs, such as the operation of valves, the dimensioning of the corresponding drives, the torque acting on rotating parts such as impellers, and many others. Traditional methods such as laboratory testing or on-site measurement are often delivered late in the design cycle and thus a great added cost. SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation is the perfect CFD analysis tool to simulate and predict forces such as torque, wind loading, and pressure loads resulting from flow in or around your product. You can also get aerodynamic coefficients for external fluid flow. These can be easily transferred to SOLIDWORKS simulation for subsequent structural analysis, such as stress and deformation analysis, to avoid performance flaws before your product goes to production. In this example, SOLIDWORKS Flow Simulation calculates the fluid pressure on the walls of the tower, easily visible with the 3D streamlines. These fluid loads then become inputs for structural testing in SOLIDWORKS simulation to create a complete performance test so you can adjust the designs to better distribute or reduce the loads altogether. Using these predictions up front in the design process ensures lower development costs and optimized project delivery. Fluid structure interaction is common in nature, but represents a major challenge for engineers. When designing a product subjected to fluid forces, product engineers need to determine both the fluid parameters for its dimensioning, such as the pressure in the product, as well as make sure that the product will sustain the fluid forces. To help understand product behavior, SOLIDWORKS flow simulation can predict surface pressures and temperatures that become inputs for thermal stress analysis in SOLIDWORKS simulation. You can then optimize the cooling process, reduce overheating risk in your electronic component with a thermal fluid analysis in SOLIDWORKS flow simulation, and test the dilatations of the product in SOLIDWORKS simulation. This comprehensive simulation solution offers a powerful multi-physics approach for performance coupling. When designing an HVAC system, it is crucial to understand the level of thermal comfort for people in that environment as early as possible in the development cycle. However, thermal comfort is all too often subjective. SOLIDWORKS flow simulation rapidly provides engineers realistic predictions of industry-standard thermal comfort parameters in the built environment, such as PPD and PMV factors. Working with real-world geometry produces effective mapping of these thermal comfort factors for office, home, bus, or airplane environments. SOLIDWORKS flow simulation helps product engineers tackle these 7 key engineering challenges with a true concurrent CFD solution, enabling them to deliver innovative products to market in a shorter time frame. An intuitive CFD solution does not need to sacrifice ease of use to be both powerful and accurate. SOLIDWORKS flow simulation gives every product engineer the ability to evaluate how their designs will work in the real world. An analysis as you design allows you to make critical design decisions with confidence. Join the large community of engineers using SOLIDWORKS flow simulation CFD solutions to optimize their products. To learn more, contact your local SOLIDWORKS reseller and see how easily you can attain meaningful results with SOLIDWORKS flow simulation.